Legoland, bro!
You're here with Walker Kabaka. Walker, what's the name of your club?
The Tucson Technics.
And what are you doing here at Legoland?
Well, we're here at the Mindstorms place. It's really cool. I like it.
And do you have any idea what you might be undertaking here?
Well, we're doing this mission called Dr. Heart. And it's about a doctor.
Show me.
Dr. Heart. It's really cool. I don't know what we're going to be doing.
Dr. Heartbeat. Wonder what we're going to be doing in here. They have NXT 2.0.
But then she said, oh, just wait in an hour, it'll be all messed up again. But she meant it less fast. That one was just... They have different words.
Everywhere. Are you signed up for the 230 class?
Yes. And does it actually use both of the light sensors?
It does. The ones that they sell, I think it only comes with one. But if you have two, it makes it follow straighter. Because with one, it kind of does that wobble back and forth. Yeah, take a look. So when you place a little weight on this orange part, it pushes the front of the touch sensor, and that's what makes the heartbeat go faster.
Oh, okay.
We use touch sensors. So the sound of the heart is determined by how much weight you put on this little platform thing. Like if you drop a marble there, it'll push the touch sensor, and that's linked right to the middle of the brain.
Oh, okay. It was the best.
What's
The green, well, there's the different color it was.
Heartbeat has the scientific lecture to give to the scientific community about the future of nanorobotics and the future of surgery. There are 4 surgical techniques which I have invented, but I actually haven't tried them out yet. So that's why I'll need everybody's help in this room. You're going to be my interns. So is everyone here willing to help me out? Let's try that again. Is everyone willing to help me out?
Yes!
All right, good job, everybody. Makes me excited. Now, once entering the room, I would like all the kids to gather around the table on the right. You see that table there? Moms and dads, you can also gather around if you like, but if you want to have a seat, you can wait for your children by the workstation. So look on the numbers on the robot, and that is your station number. So come on in, everybody. And welcome. Insert it directly into the human bloodstream and do all the work from the inside out. So all surgeons, such as myself, all we have to do is just sit back and program the robots. Now the 4 techniques which I have mentioned, they are as follows. 1 is the bad cell remover. You're going to scoop up bad cells. 2 is you're going to bring medicine to the heart. 3, you're going to do some repairs on a bad blood vessel, replace it with a good one. And 4, we are going to use an anesthetics. Okay, now here's how they work in order. First one, to remove the bad cells, we're going to use this attachment here, which looks like a forklift. The robot will be carrying it in its motorized arm, in its right arm, and you're going to remove the blue ones. So you're going to follow the line and pick up the blue one like this. Now once you pick it up, this mission or this procedure is complete, so all you have to do is take the blue cell from the robot and put it in the red box which is near your computer. Everybody has a red box because you don't want it back into the bloodstream that would reinfect the patient. So remove as many of the blue cells as possible, or if you want to get just one, you can, and then move on to the next procedure. At the next procedure, make sure you take off the attachment, because this one's only good for the cell removal, and set it aside. And the next one is to bring medicine to the heart. Now I forgot my little pill that I have with me, but it looks like a green marble, and you can put 4 of them in one pill dispenser. And the robot will be holding the pill dispenser in the same motorized arm like this. And just keep in mind that you'll also need this other little piece, which will go on the arm sort of like this, okay? Now, what you're trying to do is bring the pills to the center where you see the beating heart. And you're trying to pour at least one pill inside. Now with a little extra weight, this little orange platform will go down and that will increase the heart rate. So listen to this. You hear that? The heart is beating much faster than it used to beat. So that's what we want. Now hopefully if everybody, at least one family works on each side, you can get at least one pill in there. Okay, so that's the second procedure. Take off the attachment before moving on to the next one. The third one is the, my favorite one, to remove the bad part of the blood vessel. So what does this look like?
Saw.
Yeah, chainsaw, or a Lego chainsaw. Now the blood vessels are these red things right here, and the blue ones are the parts that need to be basically sawed off. So you're going to saw through it like this, and all you have to do is knock it off like that till it falls on the table. Don't leave it on the table though, because I like to collect them, so bring these to me. And I will switch you with a red one, which I should have right here. Now the red one you want to put in its place. So the robot won't be putting this on, you will actually have to put on the blood vessel like that. Okay? So that is the third procedure. And finally, the fourth one is the anesthetics. Does anybody know what that word means? What's an anesthetics? It's kind of hard to say. Yeah, it's like it's a shot. It numbs you. It puts you to sleep. So we're aiming this shot at a particular tissue, which is conveniently shaped like a target. And there's 4 targets here. You want to get a good aim because this thing goes pretty far. If you get a direct hit, this whole thing will turn upside down and you want to raise the white flag. Now, the reason I mentioned this one last is because this is the hardest of the 4 procedures, so a lot of people aren't able to complete this one, but if you feel like you should complete it, you probably will if you keep trying. Yeah.
I did it at the end.
Oh, at the end? Yeah, it took a couple tries though, right? Because if you miss, it goes like pretty close, but you go past the orange circle there. Okay. Another thing I want to mention for this one is it's very easy to set off the trigger. This red thing, if you just hit it just slightly, it will trigger the launch. So look at this. Whoops, I accidentally did it. So make sure you're not aiming it at each other's faces, or you might poke each other in the eye. And I want you to walk out of the room looking like this. Hello. So make sure you're aiming it down so you hit the floor or your foot at the worst. Okay. So those are the 4 procedures. Does anyone have any questions before we proceed, before I tell you about the actual robot and how to program it? Yeah.
I have a question. For the last mission,
yes.
Is the attachment actually attached to the robot?
Yeah, I don't think I showed you. Let me show you here. The part that looks like a gun, it goes right here. Okay? So this red thing goes over the arm like that. And the little shooter part just goes inside.
Alright.
So when you program the robot to shoot, it won't shoot until it sees that command, then it'll shoot like that.
I see.
Okay, but that's how it goes on. Okay, cool. Glad you brought that up. Okay, let's go into programming now. Now your robot is equipped with sensors. There's 2 red sensors. Those will follow the line. Now, the robot is very smart. It's programmed to count the number of lines, so it's very good at mathematics. So, yeah, exactly. The number of lines that you see here, the number of, or actually, take a look at this. This is the main vein, right? It counts the number of mini lines, the number of smaller branches on either the left or the right side of the main vein. So if you want to, for example, pick up this blue one, you will tell it first to travel on which side of the line, left or right. On this side. It might be your right if you're standing here, but it's my left if you're on this side. And then your robot will count how many turns, how many lines. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And your robot will follow like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you give it a pickup command, it will pick it up. Okay. And keep in mind that if you tell the robot to simply follow the right side of the line, it will pick up anything that's on this side. Like this one. And remember, the red cells you want to leave. Okay, let's see, what else should I tell you before we go on into the commands? Yeah, you want to start on anywhere where you see the white triangle, and feel free to work on either table, this table or that table. They're both good places to work. And yeah, so now let's go over the computer. So at this point, let's split them into our individual groups, our workstations. But look at my big TV screen on this side of the room because there's a few special commands that you need to know.
Yeah.
So look on the number on the robot. That's your workstation.
There we go.
Do you remember your number? 10.